You know, Dubai's skyline is always changing, right? But this new project, Binghatti Cullinan, is trying to do something different. It's not just another glass tower. So today, we're going to break down how its design, its location, and the whole lifestyle it's promising. Well, how it all comes together to create something truly special.
But it really makes you think, doesn't it? In a city like Dubai that's just go, go, go all the time, how do you even begin to design tranquility? How can a building actually make you feel calm? It's a huge challenge. Let's see if Binghatti has cracked the code.
Okay, so before we dive into the building itself, you've got to understand who's behind it. I mean, for a project this ambitious, you need to know the creators. So who is Binghatti?
Yeah, they're not just some random developer. Binghatti is a major Emirati brand, and they've seriously made a name for themselves. They're known for these really inventive, out-of-the-box architectural designs that are constantly changing the look and feel of Dubai's skyline.
And get this, their track record? It's huge. We're talking over 80 projects. So yeah, they are definitely not new to this game. This is a company with some serious deep-rooted experience right here in the region. And the scale of that experience, wow, 80 billion dirhams. That's the total value of their entire portfolio. I mean, a number that big tells you everything you need to know about their market presence and just how solid they are.
Plus, they play in the big leagues. We're talking collaborations with some of the most exclusive brands on the planet. Think Bugatti, Mercedes-Benz, Jacob & Co. When you're working with names like that, it's pretty clear you're at the absolute top tier of branded real estate.
Okay, so you've got this powerhouse developer with a massive track record. So what happens when they pour all of that expertise into just one single concept? Let's dive into the design of the Cullinan and see how that legacy really shines through.
This quote, it just nails it. It gets right to the heart of what this project is all about. The shape of this building isn't an accident. It's not just for looks. Every single line, every curve was designed for one thing, to create this profound sense of tranquility.
And the key to it all is this idea they call the curve of refinement. And look, this isn't just some fancy marketing term. That big, sweeping curve has a purpose. First, it's engineered to make sure every single apartment gets the absolute best view. But at the same time, it carves out this protected, private sanctuary right in the middle of it.
The best way to think about it is like a protective shell, you know? The outside is this strong, confident curve that faces the city. But on the inside, it's shielding this much softer, quieter world. It's literally a buffer from all that hustle and bustle outside.
But look, a design like this idea of a protected sanctuary, it's only as good as its location, right? You can't just drop it anywhere. So where exactly did they decide to build it?
It's in Jaddaf. And for those who don't know, that's right on the historic Dubai Creek. This spot has such a unique vibe. You've got this blend of old-world heritage with the natural flow of the water. It's just a totally different feeling from the super modern parts of the city.
And that right there is the magic of the location. You get this calm, almost resort-like feeling from being by the creek, but then you look up and the iconic downtown Dubai skyline is right there, just a few minutes away. It's the best of both worlds, really. You don't have to choose between peace and proximity.
And we're not just talking about it feeling close. It's a fact. Look at these travel times. You are literally 3 to 5 minutes from the Burj Khalifa and the Dubai Mall. To have that kind of insane connectivity while living in a peaceful little spot, that's a massive, massive selling point.
All right, so we've got the design philosophy down. We know the location is amazing, but what does it actually feel like to live there? Let's step inside this urban oasis and check out the lifestyle.
The whole experience really starts from the outside. That bold, high-contrast grid you see, that's not just for decoration. It creates this really powerful, unmistakable identity. This is a building that's designed to be a landmark, to really stand out on the skyline for a long, long time.
And then you step behind that strong facade, and that promise of tranquility, it's delivered. Big time. This private, waterside oasis feels like it's a million miles from the city. This is that protected sanctuary we were talking about, but for real.
And it's not just a pretty space to look at. It's an active community hub. I mean, they've got everything. A central pool, a kids' pool, a padel court, mini golf, a gym, family zones. The list goes on. All of these amenities are clearly designed to bring people together and build a real sense of community.
Now, let's head inside the apartments themselves. That whole idea of tranquility just carries right through. The materials they've chosen are all about what they call unburdened discretion. Basically, that means natural, super high-end stuff like travertine, marble, and beautiful walnut wood. It creates this vibe that's really subtle, but also incredibly sophisticated.
And you'll notice the layouts are really open. That's on purpose. It's all about letting in as much natural light as possible. It just makes the whole place feel so much bigger and brighter, really spacious, but also super comfortable and homey.
And underneath all the beautiful design is just this rock-solid commitment to quality. You can see it in every little detail, from the sustainable materials they've used to the high-end finishings. Everything just screams precision and craftsmanship. This place is definitely built to last.
Okay, so it's a stunning building in a great spot. But let's get down to brass tacks. Does it make sense as an investment? Let's break down the financial side of Binghatti Cullinan.
And honestly, the financial argument here is really strong. First off, you get freehold ownership, and you're in a market with zero property tax. That's a massive win right there. Then you add in the huge potential for your property to increase in value, plus the chance for high rental income, and the cherry on top, qualified buyers can be eligible for the 10-year golden visa. You put all that together, and it's a pretty compelling package.
So when you take a step back and look at the whole picture, you've got this incredible architectural design, a location that perfectly balances city life and peaceful retreat, and a really solid investment case. It really makes you wonder, right? Is this the new standard? Is this what we should now expect from luxury urban living in Dubai?